Everything I'm about to say on this video is absolutely false. Nothing is based in truth. These are fictitious accounts from a fictional character by the name of Damn Fool, because he feels like his life has been cursed. Man, so I'm sitting around here today. I've been off all day, and my partner called and asked me to help him move. But a good thing that he didn't really have to move. So because I haven't moved, I've been sitting up all day and just surprised at myself of how lazy I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like I guess it's I don't quite have a headache yet, even though I did take 3 Aleve and 4 Advils. But I don't quite have a head. I guess it's like a precursor to a headache. It's like that same feeling of just absent-mindedness, man. And so I guess I'm gonna talk about the same things. You know, I guess today just to let off steam about my feelings or whatever. You know, just when I feel bad, I feel good. Like today, I don't feel bad or good, but it's like, man, I just wasted a beautiful day. I could have been out jogging. Instead, I think I ate a cheeseburger and a hot link sandwich. You know, I ain't the healthiest cat. And those who know me know this. And so, you know, sometimes, man, you just sit up, man, and get on your soapbox. And, you know, I guess you just ask yourself why, man. You know, as long as you sit in this stupor, you know what I'm saying, it's going to always come back to why. And maybe I should stop trying to figure out why and to go out and live my purpose. You know, because for whatever reason, man, it's like whoever is running the script on the whole world media, it just seems like, man, they are trying to bury me from whatever it is, man. You know, I put it like this, man, from time in the beginning, I said, man, I wanted to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And they end up losing the talent. I mean, being a rapper ain't a hard thing to be in 2016. Now, I started this in 87. I think even before 87, to be honest with you. But so I started back then. And so it was pretty far-fetched back then. But it could have been done if we would have had the same opportunities back then that people have today. You know, YouTube, camera phones, email, Facebook accounts. Yeah, I'd have been huge. I'd have been out of there. You know what I'm saying? I was a star. I was already a star. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just walking around the hood doing absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, whatever I did do looked good. It's me patting myself on the back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should talk in third person or whatever. But so, you know, just saying, not really making no excuses or nothing like that. I'm just trying to put you in my shoes. You know, the whole point of the Chronicles is to have you look at the world through my eyes. So the next venture was after I got out of that, you know, I ended up, you know, getting chased out of that. I mean, you know, now I understand what getting chased is. And I mentioned this a million times, but this is your first time hearing it. I got chased out by people taking my ideals and quadrupling them by 300 to where it was like impossible to compete with myself. And I think, and you know what I'm saying? So if all you have is yourself and your own ideas and your own identity, what you want to do, what you tend to do is hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, you know, and I'm confident in a world with all things even and equal that I could defeat any obstacle. You know what I'm saying? So we go from there, and then we go to you know, the fact that, you know, I'm having suffering from mental illness. You know what I'm saying? So in a fact of suffering from mental illness, I still have a nice support group, decent friends. At least I feel like I got decent friends at the time, you know. And eventually they started deteriorating. And everybody around me, man, just basically in hindsight looked like they just playing a role into babysitting me, man, and suffocating my life's purpose or my life's greatness and trying to suffocate it into a state of nothingness, you know what I'm saying, and being on the weekend. Just being on the weekend of every interaction possible. And with that being said, you have biological weapons that the government is using to aid them at this. So I'm fighting biological weapons that probably could kill me with the push of a button. They probably could make me have a brain aneurysm or something with the push of a button. I'm not, you understand what I'm saying? So when I tell you that, anyway, I'm gonna keep things in particular order. So that's the main thing I'm fighting right there, being under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? From, NASA, the government. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the people are, but just walk with me. The men in black. You know what I'm saying? You under a perverted surveillance. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfucker just sitting here watching you all day and ain't really offering you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just walking with you. And so then, the communication is coming through me through the media, which is not really trying to help me. And, when you get a grasp on that and you start looking at the conspiracy theories as far as the media is concerned, those people play some pretty ruthless, have some pretty ruthless rituals and practices. If what I'm seeing is true, I have no reason to believe it's not. You know what I'm saying? I have no reason to believe that. The only reason I can believe that it is because I'm looking at motherfucker looking at me through a glass and, not offering an olive branch to get there. And I got to step through all these. So what I'm saying is I don't know if I could get there or not. What I am saying is I got to deal with so much shit on top of just having raw talent that the biological weapons that I deal with diminish that. You understand what I'm saying? And the negative images and the negative portrayal of my culture, you know what I'm saying, makes it to where if you don't have your shit together, don't even step out on the field. So, you know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you say, well, I can fake it till I make it. But goddamn, what you gonna fake till you make? You gotta have something. You know what I'm saying? You just can't walk out with nothing, right? So last but not least, I run into the podcast world and say, well, hell, all you gotta do is talk. I mean, how can you fail at that? You know what I'm saying? And now I'm motherfucker done cut the cord of me being able to communicate properly. And so yeah, man. So everything that I'm dealing with, I'm dealing with a notion, a world. I'm dealing with a sick, a sick race or a sick individual or whatever have you, that's trying to turn, the world against me. You know what I'm saying? And I would assume, I have decent men, like I say, man, I don't have any, as far as just regular issues that I hear people have, I don't really have those issues. And I'm glad I don't have those issues. There's just any issue, like I say, man, my biggest issue with the world is just, being basically nailed to a cross. You know what I'm saying? And can't fucking you know what I'm saying, can't get out and do what I necessarily supposed to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? So basically it's like a mental prison. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a mental prison as in you just think you being in prison. This is a mental prison because you know all this shit is going on, but don't nobody else know what's going on. So you have to deal with it individually. And that's that's the most frightening part of it. You know what I'm saying? And the question is, how does it end? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it end, man? How does it supposed to end? Is the question that I would like to know. You know, what is the end game supposed to be? You know, I mean, who wants to go around life, you know, being basically I put it to you like this, man. If somebody put you in a glass, right, and you could get around the whole world, but you just in a glass, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can see people can see you, but your interaction with them can only be so much. And eventually, man, you probably feel like, okay, man, I could do this for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and a few years I went by, man. I done missed my high school prom. I done missed college days. I used to be talented, but now, you know, talent is a little different. And, you know what I'm saying? When is this motherfucking thing gonna come off? You know what I'm saying? You know, when is this thing gonna come off, man? And if you telling me I can take it off, how? When you pausing everything that I look toward for, you know, to get out the motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to look toward to get out this motherfucker, man? You know, so anyway, man, I didn't have a lot I wanted to say. I just said, fuck it, it's, you know, had a little time on my hands and was kind of bored, plus my head was hurting. I said, man, you know, sometime, man, you want to just get up and, you know what I'm saying? Because I have done some of these chronicles and literally can't put like 2 words together. I wonder what that's all about. Sometimes they flow pretty smooth. This was a pretty smooth conversation. Sometimes I wish I had my ducks in a row and I could present a proper presentation. I haven't presented a proper presentation since I've been recording, and I kind of like that because it's a little less pressure that way, and I can extend these things out, man, because I still haven't drug home the opportunity for you to be able to see the world through my eyes. You know what I'm saying, and be able to see, you know, the characters, and because this is a strange existence, and at the same time, you know, it's you know, you want to be calculated, but you don't even know what calculated is in this particular environment. You know what I'm saying? Because you're on the outside looking in. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how does an ant be smart? Or how does a gerbil, you know what I'm saying, outsmart his oppressor? When he's in a box, he's in a cage. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy is anyway, man, I'm just dumbfounded by the whole thing, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out here, man. I ain't have much to say. Peace out.